Hello, dear students. So now we will move on to section 7.3, the maximum principle. So we have the theorem 7.5, which says that it is the weak maximum principle. So it means that the name itself suggests that there may be something called the strong maximum principle. Okay. So let us see what the weak maximum principle says. Says that let D be a bounded domain and U is an element of C square D intersection C D bar be a harmonic function in D, then the maximum of U in D bar is achieved on the boundary of D. Okay, so D is usually a domain in R2. And C of D represent set of all continuous functions defined on D. Okay, and D closure is nothing but D union boundary of D. Okay. Now, if U is a continuous function, suppose that U is a function, continuous function from D to R, and suppose this can be extended as a continuous function it can be extended to D closure also as a continuous function. Then set of all such functions, the class of all such functions is denoted by C of D bar. Okay, so the functions which are continuous on D, if it can be extended to D closure also, then set of all those class of those functions are denoted by C of D bar. So here it is given that U is an element of C square D intersection C of D bar. So it means that U is twice differentiable in D and it is also continuous in D closure. And D closure is nothing but D together with its boundary. And it is given that U is a harmonic function in D, then the maximum of U in D bar, in D closure, is achieved on the boundary. So the theorem says that the maximum of U, so if this is D, this is inside is D and outside we have boundary. So in inside and outside, the maximum of U is achieved on the boundary. On the boundary value, it will assume its maximum. That's what the theorem says. It does not say that the maximum value is only achieved on the boundary. Okay, it may be achieved also at an interior point, but the theorem says that it is achieved on the boundary. So since it does not say that it is the only point where the maximum is achieved, this principle is called a weak maximum principle. Okay, it does not give a strong condition. It says that the maximum is achieved on the boundary. It may be inside or whether or not it is inside achieved or not, it does not say anything about that. Okay, it does not give any information about that. That's why it is called a weak maximum principle. Now we will see how to prove this. So for this, first of all, we will consider a function v of xy in C square D intersection CD closure. I hope you are familiar. Now you understand what is this. Okay. And satisfying the condition that delta V is greater than 0. Delta V is greater than 0 means this is the Laplace equation, that is Vxx. Vxx plus Vyy is greater than 0. Suppose V is a function satisfying these two conditions. Now from this we can say that we cannot have local maximum in D. We cannot have local maximum in D. Because if it has a local maximum, suppose it has a local maximum at a point x0, y0 in D, then what happens? By the elementary calculus, you know that at the point where the maximum is achieved, second derivative will be negative. So you will get Vxx is less than or equal to 0 and Vyy will be less than or equal to 0, which implies that Vxx plus Vyy will be less than or equal to 0. But this is a contradiction because we have assumed that delta V is positive. It is greater than 0. Okay, so here we will get, if this happens, this implies that delta V is less than or equal to 0. So it is a contradiction. So a contradiction. So we conclude that if V is a function which belongs to this set and if delta V is positive, then we cannot have a local maximum in D. This is our conclusion. So it means that V attains its maximum value on the boundary. So we can say that V attains its maximum value on the boundary, that we can say. Since it cannot attain the maximum value inside, it means that it must be attained on the boundary of D. Now we have so for V it's okay. Now our aim is to find a function V given a harmonic function U. So given a harmonic function U is given in the problem. Now from using this U, how can you find V which will satisfy this condition? That is our problem. So for that we will define, let V of xy is equal to U of xy plus epsilon into x square plus y square. Okay. So now it is easy to, so we are defining a new function V like this. Now it is easy to see that V is an element of C square D intersection C D bar, as U is already a harmonic function. Okay. Also, so V is an element of C square D intersection C of D bar. Also we can see that Vx, what is Vx from here? So from here Vx is nothing but Ux plus two epsilon x. So this is Vx, and Vxx will be Uxx plus 2 epsilon. Similarly, Vy will be Uy plus 2 epsilon y, and Vyy will be Uyy plus 2 epsilon. Now we see that Vxx plus Vyy, what is delta V? So delta V, which is Vxx plus Vyy. So Uxx plus Uyy will be 0 because U satisfy the U is a harmonic function, so it will satisfy Laplace equation. So here we will get this is 4 epsilon, and which is greater than 0 for any epsilon greater than 0. So we get that for any epsilon greater than 0, delta V is positive. Okay, so delta V satisfy the condition that we have mentioned just below. So it means that V attains its maximum. V attains its maximum only on the boundary. Only on the boundary. So it cannot attain in the interior point that we have just proved. Okay. Now let M is equal to, we are defining M to be maximum of U in the boundary. Okay. And let L be maximum of x square plus y square again on the boundary. Then we see that V of xy is defined to be u plus epsilon x square plus y square. Then we can say that V is less than or equal to m plus epsilon L. Okay. Now we have that since u, the function u of xy is less than or equal to V of xy, it implies that u of xy is also less than or equal to m plus epsilon L for all xy in D. For all xy in D. Now since epsilon is arbitrary, it can be made as small as we please. So we can write u of xy is less than or equal to m. This is u. Okay. So u of xy is less than or equal to m for all xy in D. And what is m? M is the maximum value on the boundary. It is the maximum of u. It means that all other values are less than m. So it means that the maximum of u is achieved on the boundary. So this implies maximum of u is achieved, maximum of u is achieved on the boundary. So we have shown that if u is a harmonic function and u satisfies, u is an element of C square D intersection C of D closure, then the maximum of u in D closure is achieved on the boundary. Okay. Now in the same way we can write the minimum principle. So you have to replace maximum by minimum, then you will get the minimum principle. The proof is also related to this only. Okay. So in the maximum principle, if you replace maximum by minimum, you will get the minimum principle. Okay, the minimum is also attained on the boundary. And for proving that, for proof of the minimum principle, what you have to do is you put u dash equal to minus u. Okay, then since u is harmonic, u dash is also harmonic. Okay, so this implies u dash is harmonic. Is harmonic. Now, what is now minimum of u? Minimum of u over any set will be equal to minus maximum of u dash, because u dash is minus u. Okay, so minimum of u over any set will be same as maximum of u dash over any set, over that set. Now we can apply the maximum principle to u dash. then we will so when you get the maximum, you will get the maximum principle we can apply to u dash, and we will get the proof for the minimum principle for u. Okay, so in the same way we can prove it. Now here maximum the theorem says that maximum or minimum is attained, can also be attained at an internal point. The theorem says that it is attained on the boundary. It does not say that it is only attained on the boundary. Okay, so that is the drawback of this theorem. So we call it as a weak theorem. So for example, if you take a constant function like that, if you take u of x equal to 1, it is identically 1 on the unit disk. On the unit disk, if you consider, then you can see that this is a constant function. So it everywhere takes the value 1. So on the boundary and also at the interior point also it takes the value 1. So the main thing which is omitted here is a non-constant function. So using a non-constant function, we will have the strong maximum principle, which we will prove after dealing some more theorems and properties. Okay, thank you.